Listen carefully, for what I am about to say may unsettle the comfort you cling to. Emotions, those wild, unpredictable beasts, are not your allies. They are treacherous, and if you do not master them, they will master you. In the heat of battle, the wise do not let anger blind their eyes nor fear freeze their hands. The moment emotion seizes control, your mind becomes a battlefield, and your actions lose their edge. The world does not wait for your tears or your fury. It demands your strength, your calm, your unyielding focus. To survive and thrive, you must kill your emotions before they ruin you. Not by denying them, but by conquering their hold over you. Feelings are like waves crashing against the shore of your will. To survive the storm, you must become the immovable rock beneath them. Anger that erupts uncontrollably will burn bridges you need to cross. Fear that lingers will chain your spirit. Sadness that overwhelms will drown your resolve. These are the shadows that lurk within every man, waiting for the moment you falter. You may believe your emotions make you human, but they also make you vulnerable. In the heat of challenge, emotions cloud clarity. They twist perception and shatter discipline. Your greatest battle is not against an external enemy. It is the war within yourself. Conquer this, and no force can stop you. You may ask, how can I kill what feels so alive inside me? It is not death but control that you seek. Like the blade that must be honed sharp but held steady, your emotions require discipline. When the storm of anger rises, acknowledge it, but do not let it steer your hand. When sorrow pulls at your heart, honor it, but do not let it shackle your feet. Emotions are signals, not commands. They must be heard, but not obeyed blindly. The warrior who acts out of pure feeling loses sight of strategy. He becomes prey to impulse rather than master of action. The mind must be the general, and emotions the soldiers who follow orders without question. Look at the great warriors of history. They are not remembered for their moments of rage or despair, but for their unshakable calm in the chaos of battle. Their power lay not in ignoring their feelings, but in mastering them so completely that the fire within became a source of clarity instead of confusion. You, too, must forge this same discipline. The path is harsh and lonely. It demands sacrifice. It requires that you strip away the luxury of emotional indulgence and embrace a harder truth. Your emotions, left unchecked, are your undoing, but when harnessed, they become the fuel for your victory. To win, you must kill your emotions, or let them kill your future. To kill your emotions before they ruin you does not mean to become a hollow shell devoid of feeling. It means to rise above the chaos within and claim sovereignty over your own spirit. Imagine a swordmaster in the midst of battle. His heart may burn with passion, but his mind remains clear as the still water of a mountain lake. When his blade strikes, it is not the wild swing of a man lost to fury, but the precise cut of one who has tamed his inner fire. This is the power you seek, a power born from silence, control, and unshakable focus. The world will try to drown you in noise, to drag you down into turmoil, but you must be the calm eye of the storm. Every man faces moments when the weight of emotion threatens to crush him. Anger at betrayal, grief at loss, fear of failure, they come like assassins in the night, waiting for your defenses to falter. But the true warrior does not surrender to these assassins. He meets them head-on, disarms them, and sends them fleeing. How? By understanding that emotion is but a tool, a double-edged blade that can wound or protect. You must decide which edge to wield. When the heart surges with anger, channel that fire into action, not destruction. When sorrow whispers lies of weakness, let it sharpen your resolve instead of breaking it. This mastery is not easy. It is the crucible in which true strength is forged. Do not mistake the killing of emotion for cruelty or coldness. It is the act of a mind committed to survival and success, not of a spirit deadened by despair. Emotions left unchecked are like wild horses running through your mind, beautiful but dangerous. leading you wherever they please. To kill your emotions is to become the rider who guides the stallions with steady hands and clear eyes. You will feel, yes, but you will not be enslaved by those feelings. This balance is your greatest weapon. In moments of crisis, when others crumble beneath the weight of their passions, you will stand firm. This is the art of emotional death and rebirth, the death of chaos within, and the birth of unbreakable will. There will be times when killing your emotions feels like losing a part of yourself, but that loss is a sacrifice demanded by the path of the strong. The world respects the man who walks unshaken, who faces storms without trembling. Let your emotions be like the wind, felt but unseen, moving your sails but never capsizing your ship. Remember, the master of self is the master of destiny. To allow your emotions to rule is to hand your fate over to forces you cannot control. But to kill them before they ruin you is to seize your own future with iron fingers and steady heart. This is your journey, your war, your triumph to claim. In the silence of the mind lies the power to kill your emotions before they kill you. When the heart pounds like a wild drum, and the blood races like a river in flood, pause. Do not rush forward blinded by passion or dragged backward by fear. Instead, step back and become the observer, the quiet sentinel watching the turmoil inside without judgment or panic. This distance is your refuge. It allows you to see the battlefield clearly, to choose your moves with wisdom rather than haste. The moment you lose sight of this stillness, your emotions become the masters of your fate, and defeat is certain. Train yourself to find this calm in every storm, for it is the difference between a fleeting victory and a lasting legacy. Understand this. Emotion is not your enemy, but a wild force that must be tamed, not ignored. When the beast inside roars, do not silence it with denial, but listen with the mind's ear. What is it trying to tell you? Anger may signal injustice. Fear may warn of danger. Sadness may reveal what you truly value. Yet these messages must never become commands. The true warrior hears, but does not obey blindly. He commands the beast with firm hands and unwavering spirit. This is the dance of control, recognizing the power of emotion but refusing to be ruled by it. Every step you take on this path shapes the steel of your soul, molding you into a force that no external trial can break. The world is unforgiving to those who lose themselves to emotion. It cares not for your heartbreak or your fury. It responds only to strength, clarity, and decisive action. You may find comfort in letting your feelings explode, in the brief release of shouting or crying, but such releases are illusions of strength. True power is born in the quiet moments, when you restrain the storm within and choose your response deliberately. The battles you face will test this power again and again. Some days the weight of emotion will press hard against your chest, like a suffocating fog. But you must not yield. Kill the chaos before it consumes you, and rise above it with unshakable calm and purpose. To those who seek to walk this path, I say this. The killing of your emotions is not a single act, but a lifelong war. It demands vigilance, discipline, and sacrifice. The temptations to surrender to anger, jealousy, or despair will come in many forms and many times. Each time you resist, you grow stronger. Each time you choose control over chaos, you claim another victory in the endless war within. Do not be fooled into thinking that mastering your emotions means feeling nothing. It means feeling everything, yet remaining the master of what you do with those feelings. This is the path of the relentless, the unbeaten, the truly free. This path, the one where you kill your emotions before they ruin you, is not for the faint-hearted. It demands the heart of a warrior and the mind of a strategist. There will be moments when your emotions scream for release, when the urge to lash out or collapse inward feels unbearable. In those moments, remember, strength lies not in succumbing but in restraint. The wild flame of anger can consume everything in its path, including your own soul. The crushing weight of sorrow can bend your spirit until it breaks. But the one who masters these fires will find them transformed into fuel for an unbreakable will. This transformation is your ultimate victory, a triumph over the chaos within and the unpredictable world without. You must cultivate a mindset that refuses to be shaken by the tempests of emotion. Imagine a great tree rooted deep in the earth. The storm may howl and batter its branches, but it does not fall. Its strength is in its roots. Silent, steady, unyielding. So must you become. Your emotions will rage like storms, but your spirit must be the rooted tree. This does not mean you are cold or unfeeling. It means you have learned the art of survival and success in a world that will test every fiber of your being. Do not mistake this for weakness. True strength is forged in the crucible of control, not chaos. Consider the battles you face daily, not just against others, but against yourself. The enemy within is often stronger than any external foe because it fights with your own weapons: doubt, fear, and uncontrolled passion. When you give in to these internal enemies, you become a prisoner of your own making. But when you kill the tyranny of your emotions, you reclaim your freedom. You become the commander of your destiny, the master of your fate. This is the way of the warrior, not the one who blindly follows his heart, but the one who commands it with unshakable will and quiet confidence. Remember this truth. Your emotions are powerful forces, but they are not your masters. They are the rivers that can either drown or carry you to victory. Your task is to build the dam and the channel, to guide these rivers with firm hands and steady heart. The man who can do this walks through life unbroken, unshaken, unstoppable. This is the ultimate lesson. To kill your emotions before they kill you is to become a force of nature. Calm, controlled, and deadly effective. Hold this truth close and let it guide you through every trial, every storm, every battle that lies ahead. To walk this path, you must embrace discipline like a trusted companion. It is not a burden, but a gift. The armor that shields you from the chaos your emotions can unleash. Discipline teaches you patience when rage calls for immediate revenge. It teaches you clarity when fear clouds your vision. It teaches you resilience when despair whispers that all is lost. Each moment you choose restraint over impulse. You sharpen your mind and steel your soul. The world may praise the loud and the emotional, but true power is often silent, unseen, and unwavering. It is the quiet hand that steadies the sword, and the calm breath that steadies the heart. Do not deceive yourself into thinking killing your emotions is a one-time victory. It is a daily, moment-to-moment battle fought in the secret chambers of your mind. When anger rises, do not feed it with rage, but extinguish it with understanding and purpose. When doubt creeps in, do not surrender, but meet it with confidence forged through experience and resolve. The warrior who wins is not the one who never feels pain or fear, but the one who refuses to be ruled by these feelings. This refusal is your power. It is the unseen force that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. There will be times when the temptation to give in to emotion is strong, when the world seems cruel and unjust, and the weight of your burdens threatens to break you. In those moments, remember that emotions are transient, storms that pass. The calm beneath is eternal. Find that calm. Breathe into it. Let it root you deep and steady you strong. Your emotions can be your greatest teachers or your deadliest enemies. The choice is yours. Kill what threatens to ruin you and rise with the strength of 1,000 storms held in silent control. You are more than your feelings. You are the master of your fate and the captain of your soul. Kill your emotions before they ruin you, not by denial, but by dominance. Hold your heart with an iron grip and your mind with an unbreakable will. This is the way of the warrior, the way of victory, of survival, of ultimate freedom. Walk this path, and no force in the world can stop you. To kill your emotions before they ruin you is to embrace a way of living where every action is deliberate, every thought measured, and every impulse scrutinized. It demands that you cultivate awareness, an unblinking watchfulness over the currents that flow beneath your skin. In every moment, ask yourself, is this feeling leading me to strength or to ruin? If it threatens ruin, you must act swiftly and decisively. Do not allow anger to cloud your judgment or fear to freeze your hand. Instead, let reason be your sword and discipline your shield. This is no easy path, but it is the only path that leads to mastery. Think of the mind as a garden. Emotions are the seeds that grow there, some bringing flowers, others thorns. If you nurture the weeds of unchecked rage or sorrow, they will overrun your garden and choke the life from it. But if you tend your inner world with care, pulling the weeds of destructive emotion and planting the seeds of calm, clarity, and resolve, your garden will flourish. The warrior's mind is such a garden, cultivated with great effort, protected from the storms of passion, and blossoming with unshakable strength. When you face the chaos of your emotions, do not flee or fight blindly. Instead, meet them with the wisdom of the practiced mind. Acknowledge their presence, but do not be their slave. In this lies the true victory. When the wild horse inside you is no longer a threat, but a partner, running controlled and free beneath your steady hand. Kill what would ruin you and watch as your spirit rises, stronger, clearer, and unbreakable. This is not just survival. This is the art of living as a master of yourself and the world around you. There will be no grand moment when you suddenly become immune to emotion. It is a slow forging, a gradual taming of the wild beasts inside. Each time you resist the urge to shout when anger flares, each time you hold your ground when fear whispers lies, you carve another notch on your blade of discipline. It is in these countless small victories that your true strength is born. Do not underestimate the power of consistency. The storm may rage outside, but the warrior's heart grows steady through every quiet choice, to control rather than to succumb. Your enemies are not just those who stand against you in battle, but the doubts, the insecurities, the turmoil that brews within. These are the fiercest foes because they fight from within your own fortress. To kill your emotions before they ruin you is to become a master of inner warfare. Your mind is the battlefield and your will is the army. When your emotions rise, meet them with calm strategy, not wild charge. Hold your ground. Wait for the right moment to strike, with clarity and precision. This is how you conquer yourself. And in conquering yourself, you conquer the world. Remember, emotion is a force. Powerful, necessary, but dangerous if untamed. It can ignite your spirit or burn it to ashes. Your choice is the blade that cuts the path forward. Kill the destruction, nurture the strength. Let your emotions serve you, not enslave you. This is the path of the undefeated. This is the way to true freedom. This is your destiny, to kill your emotions before they ruin you, and to rise beyond them as the master of your fate. Now, listen closely, for this is the final truth you must carry in your heart. Emotions will come. They will surge like wild rivers, threatening to drown your will, to sweep you away in torrents of anger, fear, or despair. But you are not a leaf caught in the storm. You are the riverbed itself. You hold the power to shape the flow, to command the currents with steady hands and an unbreakable spirit. To kill your emotions before they ruin you is not to live without feeling, but to live without being controlled by feeling. It is to stand firm when everything around you shakes, to face your darkest moments not with weakness, but with fierce resolve. In the heat of your battles, when they are against others or within yourself, remember this: the man who lets his emotions run wild will falter. He will stumble, lose sight of his purpose, and fall prey to chaos. but the man who masters his emotions, who kills the destructive fires before they consume him, stands tall. He is unshakable. He is unstoppable. He is free. That freedom is worth every sacrifice, every moment of struggle, every battle fought in the silent chambers of the mind. So rise now with that fire within, controlled, harnessed, and fierce. Kill your emotions before they ruin you, and in doing so claim your destiny. Become the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. Your future depends not on what you feel, but on what you do with what you feel. Be relentless, be disciplined, be the force that no storm can break. This is your path. Walk it with honor, walk it with strength, walk it to victory.